He was just so generous, extremely giving and caring. And, aside from us talking about work and how each other prepared or trained for things, aside from that, I mean, he introduced me to movies that I would never ever watch, like American in Paris and Breakfast at Tiffany. I would never watch those movies. You know what I mean? It's like he introduced those to me and opened my eyes to a whole another side of things and appreciating Fred Astaire's talent and things like that, and kind of seeing how that relates to basketball. And but we used to have those conversations all the time, and he's just such a giver and just a beautiful person.
Kobe, did you know that Ron probably considered himself the biggest Michael Jackson fan? Did he ever talk about Michael Jackson with you?
No, we never talked about it. I understand that number 37 though came from somebody that tweeted him, I guess, and suggested the number 37 because of how many weeks Thriller was number one. So that's pretty cool.
So you were always a big fan of his music, though, growing up with Michael as well?
Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. I was one of the 65 million people that bought that Thriller album. No question. We all know that nobody ever gave on stage like Michael Jackson. But Michael was also a true humanitarian who gave just as much off stage as he did on the stage. Michael and his family came from humble roots, and Michael always cared very deeply for those in need. And beyond all of his records that he broke as a recording artist, Michael even made the Guinness Book of World Records for most charities supported by a pop star. Because he gave so much to do so many of us for so long, Michael Jackson will be with us forever.
I can't do it.
This is not in the documentary, but I heard that you were at one time friendly with Michael Jackson.
Yes.
When was this?
When I was 18 years old, 19 years old, 20 years old.
And what did that mean, being friends with Michael Jackson?
Well, he really, showed me his process and how he sold 50 million albums off of Thriller. Like, he showed me how he composed songs, how he structured them, how he trained, who inspired him. I'd never even heard of Fred Astaire until he actually showed me. And he walked me step by step through things that he learned from them and how it made him a better entertainer. How he studied the Beatles, how he broke down every single note and felt like there was a certain emotional connection with each chord. It's just fascinating stuff. Like, I thought I was working hard until I met him, and I was like, yo, dude.
Did you ever go to the Neverland Ranch?
I did, yes.
And what was that like?
It was amazing. It was amazing. It was a long drive for me. I used to live in the Palisades, and this was like, I want to say Santa Barbara, but it was way past that.
You'd go out there by yourself?
I went out there by myself. I drove, and I was actually low on gas when I got there, and I was really concerned on the way back home because I didn't see any gas stations. Oh, no, don't worry. We have a gas station on property. Had his own gas station.
That's when you know you've made it.
Dude, you have your own gas station, man. That's crazy.
It really is.
Yo,
yeah.
You have your own gas station. Forget the movie theater, forget the zoo and all that stuff. You have your own gas station, dude.
This